Hey everyone, it's Kelsea from Literary Gladiators, and I'm here today to tell you about my reading goals of 2016. One of the first things that I want to do this year is definitely start reading more, especially outside of my, standard curriculum in school, because I find that I want to be reading more just for pleasure, but I never am. And I know that I definitely have the time to be doing that, but I feel like, the internet definitely distracts me from being able to just read what I want to read. And among other things, definitely during the semester, I'm busy with tons of things, but during the summer, I work a decent amount, but at my job, I would be able to read, but I tend not to. So I definitely want to push myself to read more, especially when I have time to at work or reading more during lunch. A lot of the time during the summer, I'll bring a book to lunch with me, but I never end up reading it because I'm scrolling through Instagram or something like that. So part of my reading goals for 2016 would also be part of my goal to not spend so much time on my phone. The next thing, I have a top 5 things that I want to do, having to do with my reading goals. The next thing is, I'm a serial starter. I'm really good at starting a book, or starting a book of poetry, or starting a lot of things, but I never finish them. Well, not all at once. Recently I just finished a book called The Word Exchange, and I started that sometime last year and I just finished it now. It's not because I was trying and struggling to get through it. It was just because, I picked it up, I read the first half and I loved it, and then I just let it go by. So there's a lot of books that I've started but haven't ever finished. A few of them are The Bell Jar, Super Sad True Love Story by a man named Gary, whose last name I'm not going to try to pronounce. Fahrenheit 451. The Uncensored Oral History of Punk Rock, which is called Please Kill Me. Traffic and Rumble by Ellen Hopkins, both books that I started and loved and just let go. And then Naked by David Sedaris. The next reading goal that I have is I want to read at least one graphic novel, because last year I read Fun Home and I really, really enjoyed it. So this year I want to definitely read one, if not more, graphic novels, and I'll probably end up reading Killing and Dying by Adrienne Toumine, because one of my really good friends got me it for Christmas this year, so that'll probably be the first one I go to. The next one is start a new series. The last series I read was Delirium by Lauren Oliver, I think, and I absolutely loved it. And I really want to find another series that I love as much as that one and start reading again, because I was really big into series when I was in high school, so I want to pick that back up and hopefully find a new good one, because, those are sometimes hard to come by. And then finally, I want to read more about Celtic history and Norse mythology and Irish history and stuff like that. I got a book for Christmas this year called The Element Encyclopedia of the Celts, and I'm obviously Irish, so I want to start learning more about that and more about what some of the symbols that I have around my house and that I see a lot mean, and just things like that. And I'm kind of into Norse mythology, but I feel like there's more that I should know, especially since my dad, who is now passed, was into it, so I feel like that'll bring me closer to him. So that's definitely one of my reading goals for 2016. And I hope that by making this video that it will prompt me to better live up to my goals. And I guess, this time next year, I'll be able to tell you whether or not I actually did this or I spent the whole time sitting on my phone. Until next time, keep reading.